a Raft of wandering otters, and yes, it has been a while, and I just wanted to let you know that we're still here. To be honest, a lot of what has kept us from posting anything lately is just a matter of mood. It's there's a lot of strange things going on, and I still have to do my taxes and have a lot of anxiety. I got friends and advisors telling me to buy physical gold and silver, which actually is almost always a good idea. But I don't have that much money to convert to gold and silver anyway, so we'll see what happens. We're going through some crazy times, and if you aren't kind of keen to that, if you aren't awake to that, you may want to change that. I think there's some unfinished business. Honestly, I think there's unfinished business with the 2020 election, and I know that's a trigger for a lot of people that they immediately tune that out because they've been told over and over again that there was no cheating, and maybe there wasn't. I don't know, but we shall see. A lot of really strange, different things are going on. I think revelations are ahead, and you can take that both ways. It could be revelations like just plain good old geopolitical economic revelations, but it could also be like biblical revelations. Anyway, we are without a doubt in the middle of some very historic and strange times. And if you're kind of set into a business as usual mode, you may end up being caught like a deer in the headlights. So let's update here. I happen to be on some errands here in Monterey, California, and I am right next to Cannery Row, and I thought, here it is, a lovely light, we'll call it a pre-spring rain. And we don't get rain that often in California, or parts of California, especially this part. Our total annual rainfall, I think, hovers around, on average, hovers around, I want to say 5 to 7 inches or something like that. Maybe it's more than that. But here we are on a ocean bay setting. Water, water everywhere. What's that old saying? Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. So it's all salt water. And don't get me started on the whole desalinization plant that's been proposed, because as a resident of a city that would be affected negatively by where they're proposing to put the desalinization plant, that's kind of a touchy subject. But, who knows? Who knows what the future is going to bring? I think the one thing that we can count on is change, especially over the next couple of months, and most likely over the next 3 to 5 or 10 years. Who knows? Weird times are going on. But I thought just to take our minds off that, and maybe just have a little tour of this part of the country. I'd give you a little quick tour of Cannery Row, and maybe let's hit downtown Pacific Grove this time, just so you can see what's going on. And then we'll swing out by Point Pinos. Be careful how you say that. It means pines, by the way. And Point Pines. And see what we see. So come see what we see. Don't have a whole lot of time. Only got 10 minutes of time, so I might do a time lapse for you. Come join me. different angle on Monterey Plaza Hotel. There's a schoolie conversion. That is an old school bus that's been converted to a RV, I believe. Chart House is offering food to go. El Chorrito is open, also with food to go. Oh, and then they have outdoor dining. So that's okay here in California. Our governor hasn't completely killed every small business. Well, it's hardly a small business, but El Chorrito is a chain. But anyway, yeah, he's been working real hard to kill small businesses, which is kind of scary if you think about it, because without have-somes, that would be middle-class folks, democracy can really be in danger, and I'll tell you why. If it's all haves and have-nots, no middle class, then basically, how are the have-nots going to vote against the interest of the haves? They may try, but if it's your boss and, you know, basically you're an economic or a wage slave to somebody that has so much, then you really don't have a lot of choices when you go to a ballot box. They can make the choices for you. They can make fake choices. Some people would argue that that's what we've been given for many, many years now. So anyway, I think it is very, very serious when you look at a dwindling middle class, or an attack on the middle class itself. It's an attack on democracy if you really think about it. So Monterey Bay Aquarium, quiet. Obviously they're closed for these times. They're so here is downtown Pacific Grove on this lovely March 10th day, Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, the year of drama, I think, yet to be unfolded. Not many downtowns have a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit. Thank goodness they do, because there are a lot of pedestrians here, and it'd be really easy to hit somebody if you were going through here even at 25 miles an hour, because there's just too many places people can pop out of. We're having troubles with type 2 diabetes, the whole family, so we no longer are attracted to bakeries. Okay, back to time lapse. Here we go. Well, Point Pinos Lighthouse is just on your left, and here on the right, just for fun, adjoining the Pacific Grove golf links, is the El Carmelo Cemetery, or Pacific Grove Cemetery is what we call it for short. And just for fun, I like to nickname this the Pacific Grove Wild Animal Park, because you can often see a lot of critters, but most especially notable would be deer. I'm not seeing any today, so I'm going to go time-lapse until I spot some. How's that? Well, as you can see, I found some deer. I don't see any bucks out there. So it looks like a dough fest, but they are just hunkered down and huddling against a very gentle rain at this point. In fact, it's actually stopped raining. I hope I don't disturb them, but I am going to drive by, maybe get a closer look. Oh, will you look at that? So we are maybe a quarter mile from the breakers in the Pacific Ocean on the edge of the Monterey Peninsula, and we are probably about a mile from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Look at there. Is some four-legged wildlife right here in the middle of town. Hi, dear. They were not to be bothered. Little drama here. You can see, I wouldn't call it really rough, but fairly rough ocean going on here. Looks like a lot of people are taking a pause to look at that. You know what? I'm going to see if I can just watch it right here from the stop sign. So there you go. Little ocean drama. Boom. Boomity boom boom. So here we're coming up on good old Lover's Point. This is one of the more iconic spots out of several iconic spots here in Pacific Row. Can't get enough of that. Can't get too much, let's put it that way. There you go. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. I know maybe that's makes your day a little bit better seeing that. Maybe you can just mute all my comments if they bother you. But in any case, I hope you're having a great day. I hope we are getting through this thing. And I think that we are going to discover that there's been a lot of smoke and mirrors shoved in our faces. And I hope you're ready for that. And to be honest, I hope I'm wrong, because it would mean that there's a lot of institutions and leadership that we need to call into question some of their integrity and honesty. But be that as it may, I hope you're having a great day. Raft of Wandering Otters. We'll see you in the next one.